everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Oh, crikey. Hope everyone had a great Friday. What time is it now? Oof. Hopefully it was all profitable for you and you had an easy day, easy, stress-free shift, etc. Well, today was a little bit different for us, or as it is now. Yesterday was a little bit different. Our Friday turned out to be a family emergency for the most part. But we'll I won't go over that at the moment. But so we didn't get started until late. Actually, I wasn't sure that we was going to go dash at all. We got out of the hospital, I think around 7ish, somewhere like that. Mrs. Womble said, well, we could go work for a bit, but we were both hungry. Hadn't had an awful lot of sleep. So anyhow, I said, let's go eat now and get that done. So we left Blue Springs and went over to Lee Summit. Ended up over at Summit Pizza, and yeah, just had something there. I don't think it was my best choice, but anyway, it was something to eat. And Mrs. Womble suggested, well, let's go to 54th Street. I went, no, I don't want to flipping do that. Don't want to do that. But anyway, so yeah, so we had something to eat there. Was out of there, I don't know, about 9:30, something like that, around about that, and decided to go to work for a little bit, just do a couple of hours or something. And anyway, so we went over to near Firebirds, waited over there for a little bit, and oh, and by the way, it was cool. The temperature had flipping dropped yesterday, yesterday. I'm not sure what it is now. It is now about 12:30 in the morning on a Saturday morning, and it's 49 degrees. But it was pretty much that for a lot of the night anyway. It was a little bit higher, but anyway. So I was glad that I didn't go out in shorts, because even wearing short sleeves, whew, crikey, didn't half notice the difference. But anyway, yeah, so waited out by that area, over by the other side of Jack Stack, etc. And nothing was really coming in. It was a bit hard to be motivated for part of it, mainly because of what had gone on during the day, and bloody tired for one, and plus we'd just eaten, and the van was warm, not hot, but it was warm, and I turned it off while we was waiting, of course, but it was still residual warmth in there, which made me, I may have nodded off a little bit. But anyway, for the most part was awake, but then finally an offer came in that was worth doing, and it was over by Houlihan's. And so I went over there, decided to take that. It was going over to Offwoods Chapel Road, and pretty much decided then, you know, when I get over there, that's it. Because I wasn't going to work all night anyway, so because Mrs. Womble's got dialysis this morning, and I decided that I'll take her this time around, because she hasn't had too much of a good time of it the last couple of times, so I'll go over there for that. And we'll hopefully be able to do a few things while I'm waiting on her. But anyway, so I go over to Houlihan's and go in there, and there was a waitress walking through, and I went, and she looked at me and I went, asked if I was there for an order, and I went, yep, picking up for whoever that was. And she went, okay. She went over to the rack where all the bags were. It was like 2 or 3 bags over there, I think. Looks at it, grabs my one, hands me my one. Right, off I go. Thank you very much. Very quick and easy. Well, not sure about easy. I was worn out from already walking around a bit more today or yesterday. And so anyway, I get all that in the bag. I've got an idea where it's going. I've decided not to go all the motorway route. I've decided to cut through a bit of town and that, because, well, I just didn't want to deal with the motorway. And not for that long. Not for that long, at least. And so it gets over to this address. I can't recall ever going there before. I've looked at it where it's going. I went, okay, that's where it's going. And me pulls up there, and I went, this doesn't seem right. I can't see a bloody number on this house. Now, bearing in mind, they're very nice houses down there. Very nice. And not mansions, but very nice. And it was like a newer estate there. Posher. And where the bloody hell's the address? And then I'm looking at the thing and I went, well, that's not quite lining up right. So I moved off of that one and went to the next one and went, oh, look, someone's actually got a number on the bloody house, and it happened to be the one that we was going to. So that lines up better. That's where we are. Right, gets out. Why the other house couldn't have a flipping number visible on it, I do not know. Seems the bigger the house, the flipping harder it is to find the number. Anyway, so it gets out. It's all in the hot bag, or the insulated bag, and it goes up to the door. It was like just a couple of steps to go up there, and as I'm getting the stuff out of the bag, because it says leave at the door, so I was getting ready to do that. I was just unzipping it, and the geezer comes out of his house. He's real, all nice and no problem at all. How's you today? Yeah, all right. You? Yeah, all right. Yeah, brilliant. And so I unzips the bag, and I said, was you waiting long? No. He says, no, you're all right. He says, no. So I hands him the bag, and as I hand him the bag, I'm like about to move the insulated bag, grab that, and say, all right, thanks, mate, and off I go. But then as I went to grab the bag, all I was, oh, what's this? I'm like, turn around, and as I turn around, I see something on the floor, on the doorstep, on that porch bit, all concrete. It was just like a stain or some sort. No food had dropped. And I went, oh, what's all that? And then I looked in the bag and went, in the insulated bag, and went, uh-oh. Wasn't food in it but something had dripped in there. Now, I know that darn thing was dry before. It was, because I'd only just bloody well cleaned it out. Cleaned it out and sanitised it. Like I do with them all. And, and then I look round to the bag that he's holding, the big brown bag, and it's all damp at the bottom of it. So he puts it down. I went, oh my gosh. And I looked. So he looks at everything. He's going, no, he says, it's all right. He says, it's all right. He says, it's not your fault. Well, someone, I guess, have been maybe left one of those. It's got like series of plastic containers. Or maybe someone had left one of those, not totally sealed one of those containers, excuse me. And whatever juice was in it had leaked out. And I wish they would double check those things. Anyway, I said, well, I'll go back and, because I was concerned about his porch. And he says, no, he says, I'll clean it. He says, no problem at all. He says, no problem. He says, it's not your fault. It's obviously if you've been there. Someone's left something open. I went, well, if you're sure, okay. Yep, no problem. Off we go. So I get back to the vehicle. And I put the insulated bag in the back, like to one side, because I'm going over to the petrol station next and I'm going to clear the damn thing out. And I got paper towels and that in the back, and I was going to just clean it all up and sanitize it again. Well, I did clean it all up, but anyway, do have to put some wipe in it. I put a wipe in it. Anyway, so the window was open on the vehicle, and as I've put that back in and went to close the door, I heard a thump. Oh crap! And I look round and see the bloke's like there holding the bag, which was inevitable. Something was going to happen, because he'd left it on his porch and gone and got something to clear up the mess, I suppose. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I got back out and went over there to see if everything was all okay in it. And what he'd done is he had gone in and picked something up to put on the ground, but when he picked it up again, the containers fell out the bottom of it, and nothing at that point. Nothing had really spilled out except for one, and it wasn't really spilled out a lot. It was just bits of it, I suppose. And again, I said, I'll go back and I've got some paper towels in the vehicle. I said, I'll get those. He said, no, he says, it really isn't. He says, 5 stars to you. He says, nothing will work. It's not your fault. Honestly, it's not your fault. He's going, I said, yeah, but you need it. I can give you a hand clearing it up. No, he says, no, it's fine. He said, I can still eat it. All right. Well, if you're sure. Yep, no problem, he says. No problem at all. So, that was it. I haven't had any contract violations or anything yet. I did double check. But I'm sure he was fine. But I don't know what to suggest for that. I really don't know what to suggest. Because how do you check on the bag? I mean, when you go to pick it up, yes. I mean, is there a leakage in the bottom when you get it? Why didn't it leak out actually at the restaurant? Had they only just put it there? I mean, it was dark in the restaurant. It's always bloody dark in that place. But anyway, it's I hadn't noticed anything, and I'd handed it to Mrs. Womble when we got in, and didn't feel anything at all on the bottom of it as I handed it over. Didn't see anything, and it just went straight in the bag. Now, like I said, There was nothing else in the bottom of the bag, because I'd only just cleaned them. And so those were as dry as a bone, because they were, I didn't do them yesterday because we worked, but I've done it the other day, like night before. Apparently my dipstick flipping neighbour is playing with his little toy across the road. Oh, he's going to blow that clutch out on that boy. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know what to suggest. If you see a leakage, you know, we're all used to it when we go to flipping, I don't know, bloody Wendy's for sure, Taco Bell, Five Guys, definitely. Because they had those thin flipping brown bags. A lot of there's been several times I've said, can you double bag it? Because we've had them where they've flipping fallen apart before, because you put them in the, they're all greasy to start with, and you put them in the insulated bag. If you zip up the insulated bag, it sweats flipping all of that, and then the bloody bag disintegrates at the bottom of it for sure. So try to get them to double bag it if you can. But the ones at Houlihan's where I went, and the same with trying to think, Firebirds and Jack Stack, like the higher end flipping places you go to, they got these thicker bags with brown paper bags with handles on them. Same with Houlihan's. But something obviously leaked out of that. I felt bad. Still feel bad, but crying out. Like, I can't do anything. I said to him, well, let's see if there's something spilled out. Let's call a restaurant or whatever and see if they'll do anything about it, or at least call Doordash and see what they can deal with it. And he said, no. He says it's fine. It really is fine. So I did all I could on that one. But like I said, what do you do when you pick up this place? If they're there bagging it up, then ask them to double check that those containers are sealed, are properly squeezed together and definitely been sealed. That's the only time you can actually say to them, please double check that. Because once they get it and they staple it together, which I'm glad that they do seal it that way, the bag, but if there's a container flipping loose in it, got a loose lid in it, and it spills out, and it's not like it was in the back of the vehicle rolling around or anything. This is Womble had it on her lap, so she held it in the upright position. So I don't know, maybe the jostling of the vehicle flipping made it, the juices or whatever was in it flipping spill around and seep out of it. It's the only thing I can think of. But an absolute pain in the arse when that happens. But anyway, I got a picture of the home. I didn't get a picture of the food because, well, all he'd come out and then all of that had gone on. I'm glad it happened when I was there within reason, because I wouldn't have liked to have pulled it out and left it there, and although I would have noticed, hopefully, as it came out, and to leave it there would have been wrong. But anyway, yeah, I think that one actually paid like $14 on that. I believe it was that. And I said to Mrs. Womble, I said, sorry, we're flipping on the road to go home from here. Let's go to the petrol station, do whatever we've got, pick up there, and just go home, because we've both got to be up early in the morning. So that's what it did. Didn't really do anything else. And there's really not a lot to say in this video, but an hour managed to fill up 19 minutes. I really don't know. Waffling on. Anyway, I think that'll do it. And just check the bags. Check the bags if you're in a position that you can, they're bagging something up and they put it in containers. Just ask them to double check those containers before they seal the bag, because that's a problem. That's a problem. It doesn't happen often, granted. It does not happen often, but when it does, well, it's not good for our feeling for sure, and it's definitely not good for the customer who's just being paid all, God knows how much money for it all. Not only for the food, for the delivery on it. Anyway, that'll do it. Alright, hope everyone has a great Saturday. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And hopefully you make enough money and it's stress-free. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers. Ta-da.